Hey, let's do some strumming. Do you like to strum your guitar? Acoustic. Let's learn some timing on your guitar. This is pretty simple. This is for anybody that's been playing for a while. If you're pretty new to guitar, let's do some. Let's make like an E minor, which is really easy, kind of relaxing. You know, if you stretch your hand out, I'm going to use middle and ring fingers at the 2nd fret on the 5th and 4th strings. I'm pressing on my fingertips. Look how these two fingers can kind of stretch out. That's a good pose. I like that better than index and middle, which kind of cranks your wrists in a weird angle. This is a nice straight, natural angle for your arm and wrist. Then you're not, bending your wrist. This is better, easier. Plus, you can go to E major, minor, major, minor, major. Hear the difference? Minor, major. Anyway, strumming. Let's do a whole notes. Whole note in 4/4 time is going to count to 4. We're going to hit one strum, count to 4. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I sort of push out a little bit versus kind of, a beginner will usually hold the pick kind of like that and kind of get kind of a clumpy short strum. But if you hold it on your index and thumb, curling the index on hold the pick on the side of your finger and just push out a little bit and lightly, don't dig in hard. Digging in hard gets you kind of an ugly sound, so if you lighten up, you'll know when it's time to really dig in. But for now, we're just gonna soften. So softly strum. Those are whole notes. Let's do half notes. Half notes are going to count to 2. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're on the 1 and the 3. We're hitting it with downstrokes. So our downstrokes go this way. Let's do quarter notes. Quarter notes are a little more energetic. There's 4 beats in a measure in 4/4 time, so we'll hit 4 quarter notes with downstrokes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty simple, but important. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Practice singing. Try to find a note like this E. E, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you can learn to sing and play, just counting or find a note in the chord and just sing it as you strum. E, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. That just sort of pushes tension away. It's kind of nice to be able to move a little bit versus be really rigid. So I'll kind of, try to be a little animated. I suppose it looks funny. Now let's do 8th notes. There would be 8 notes that could fit into a measure in 4/4 time. Now we're going to do down, up. So kind of gravity pulls you down, then you defy gravity and come back up. And you just sort of, I don't know, where are we swinging? Probably not shoulder, that's overkill. A little elbow, and mostly wrist. It's generally a smaller motion is nice, but if you're on stage, you want to kind of project some, theatrical motions to the audience. That's kind of fun to work with. Let's do some 8th notes. 1, 2, ready, go. We're gonna go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I'm counting 1 and 2 and 3 and pretty loose. So the pick actually has some, it gives in my fingers versus holding it extremely rigid, which is going to give you kind of a, you know, could be useful, but mostly I don't really break strings, and I play a million gigs, so light is okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So the number is the down and the and is the up. So those are eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You could go faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You could, or you could do, you know, slower. Let's do A minor. Let's jump. Look at the E minor, jump into A minor. And again, it's middle and ring, which you're already used to. Pressing down on your tips. Goes one string towards the floor. Each finger jumps to the fourth and third strings. And then you bring in your index, first fret, second string. And on the A minor, we're trying to hit 5 strings, not the fat one. But if you do hit the fat one, it's okay, because that's part of the chord. It just gets a little boomy. And I might use my thumb to kind of knock that one out to mute it. And it just kind of has, throughout the years, it's just learned to sit there and conk that string out. Okay, so let's mix up some quarter notes and eighth notes on A minor. Let's go 2 quarter notes and 4 eighth notes, which would give us 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 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 oh my God, I'm gonna find a note. How about this A? A. I'm going to sing 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. So you can work on, like, I've got this strobe tuner. A. I'm flat. A. Not perfect. But you can sit and look at that tuner and watch your voice and see if you can tune how flat you are. I don't care. I try. It's kind of hard to hold that really level, but generally, if you're close, it sounds pretty good. All right. So we're doing 1, 2, 3, and 4, and let's reverse it and go 1 and 2 and 3, 4. How about back to E minor? 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 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 That's down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. You get the idea? All right. So you can mix those up any way you want. You can combine eighth notes and quarter notes and come up with a lot of combinations. Those are just 2 quick ones I thought of. Let's move on to, let's try a G chord. G chord would be index, middle, ring, pinky. I like to do that one myself. That's index on this B, middle on the G, ring on this D, and pinky on the, what is that, G. So that's 2, 3, 3, 3 for frets. You probably know G. Let's do, this is the classic. It's called down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up. So that's down, down, up, and then I go down, but I don't hit it. Up, down, up. So that's down, down, up. another up, down, up. So doing 2 ups in a row is bound to give you a minute to think about. So that's got a little bit of syncopation because we're skipping the 3. The 3 is when I'm traveling up. So I go 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and I had to think about that. 1, 2, and 4, and 1, 2, and 4, and. Weird, huh? 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. I was just taught to go down, down, up, down, up. That's what my teacher said. Her name was Marge, and she just said down, down, up, down, up. She told me once. I went home, went up into my room, and went. Thank you, Marge. That was cool. All right. I'm sure you're doing okay with that. Let's do one more. This is the kind of crazy one that, this is like how I think Space Oddity by David Bowie goes. It's that down, 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 up, down, up, down, up. That's an F major 7th, by the way, which is ring, middle, index, and open high E. That's 3, 2, 1, 0, or a F, A, C, E. You gotta know your notes. I mean, come on. F, A, C, E. Makes life much easier if you learn the notes on your guitar. Seems to be, people resist that. Anyway, let's try this. This is down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. And then an E minor. I don't know that many strum patterns, but this is one I kind of lock onto. I should probably learn some new ones. So here you gotta learn these words: down, down, up, down, down, up, 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 down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, 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 down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. Pause. Down, up, pause, up, down, down. That's F major 7th to E minor. That is pretty hard. I rarely do students pick that up quickly. So let me just say it one more time, and then I'll cut it short. Down, 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 up, down, down. All right, that's it. Keep practicing. Have fun. It's good for you. See ya.